Hi again, everyone. I'm the Cantankerous Collector. This is episode number 120. My eBay store is Death by Buffalo. Death by Buffalo. I sell a lot of popular culture and comic book related stuff, so check it out when you get a chance. So I just got this box in from CGC. Back in November of last year, I sent some of my filthy magazines to get graded and encapsulated. And that's what these are here. I sent 7 bawdy, indecent, and improper Playboy magazines to CGC in Florida. And I'm real anxious to see these. I don't know what grades I got yet. I had a subscription to Playboy back in the mid to late 90s or so. And I bought them as collectibles. And so I kept really good care of them. I mean, they've been stored away and they're in decent condition. And I noticed a few months ago on eBay that there is a market for graded Playboy magazines, especially high graded magazines. And I thought I would give it a shot and send some of these in. These were all pressed by me. In fact, they were pressed at least 2 times each. Playboy magazines are a pain in the ass to press, at least in my opinion. There's several reasons for that. One of the reasons is they are filled with advertisements and foldouts. And I'm not just talking about the Centerfold. There's just tons of advertisements for, I mean, anything from automobiles to cologne. I had one of these that actually smells really good. And not to mention all those subscription cards that are inserted in here. Now, if they were loose, I just took them out and tossed them. But some of them get caught up in the binding and you can't remove them. And the binding is another issue. These are glue bound books. They're square bound and glue bound, so there's no staples at all. This ain't your grandpa's Playboys. These are all glue bound, and you have to be careful when you heat them in the heat press that the adhesive, of course, doesn't melt or whatever. You have to make sure your temperatures are low enough. You don't want these pages to start falling out of its binding. So the other issue too that I've noticed is that the covers on these Playboy magazines, I think they're like 80-pound stock, which is a little thicker than like a typical Time magazine or Sports Illustrated or People magazine. These are a little thicker and they've got a high cover gloss on them. So that cover gloss doesn't allow a lot of that moisture to get through the paper. So it's kind of a pain in the butt to press these. The other thing is these magazines aren't perfect. These came, they shipped to me originally in a poly bag, just a plastic poly bag, and they stuck it in my mailbox. And so, there's some scuffing, there's some wear on the spine, not necessarily creases or anything, but just scuffing on the ink of the magazine. And there's little hanger-ons, I call them. They just little pieces of paper that weren't exactly cut off, and a lot of little things. And so this is kind of a crapshoot. And so I'm kind of excited to see what I'm going to get. So I want to open this. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. So I was able to get these in order, and I didn't see any grades. I have no idea what I got. I'm really nervous because these cost money to grade, and this is going to determine whether I grade my others or not, because I've got a few more years left to grade, and they're in about the same condition. There's a few that I won't grade because I see the issues, and I know I'm not going to get a high grade. But anyways, let's do this. Let's get it on. All right, the first is December 19 77. I'm sorry, 1997. God, these are heavy. Holy cow. These are heavy. 1997. There's a Christmas issue. Miss Canada, or former Miss Canada, I guess at the time, shows us her poutine, I guess. Ah, okay. All right. That's not bad. 9.4. That's not bad. Wow. So, this has got a little, God, just a tiny little wear at the top and stuff. And, maybe that's what took it down. But I mean, this was a nice book. I don't know if they make allowances because they're magazines. Um, there's stuff that happens, when magazines are created. They're real thick, and there's, like I said, all those issues that I spoke about. This is good. This is good news because if I get grades in the nines, these are definitely worth uh, pressing and sending in to get graded. So this is a nice holder too. Sometimes you get holders back and they're all scuffed. Some of my comic books, the last submission that I sent them, God, the holders were horrible, and it's not something you can clean off. It's internally within the plastic, and oh God, it's a mess. And you got to sell it like that, you got to tell people that the holders got some scuffing and stuff. So, all right, number two. This is probably the only real key issue, and that's because it's got Pamela Anderson on the cover. I've never been a big fan, but this is from February 1999. Volume 46, number 2. Oh, there's not going to be any nudes or anything, so don't worry about what you're going to see here. All right. All right. Not bad. Not bad. I don't expect to get 9.8s, but I'm good with a 9.4. Yeah, I'm good. This had a couple little issues. This looks good, though. I'll be putting these on eBay either the night I upload this video or maybe the night after. So if you're interested. All right, number 3. This is from March 2000. This is a Caprice cover, and all of these covers have like celebrities on them. It's different. The 80s and 90s Playboys, the covers were a lot different than back in the 70s. The 70s, they were balls to the wall. I mean, you had all types of girls on. They were really risque. The 80s and 90s were real tame. So this is a pretty yellow cover. Caprice, I think she's a singer. Did I already say that? This is almost 25 years old. Ah, okay. This was probably the worst book that I said. I should have said that before I saw the grade, but this this had some issues. Oh, look, is that dust inside or scuffing? Yeah, it looks like scuffing or something inside on the plastic. But this had some little issues. I'll show pictures of that because I took pictures before I sent these because I was real, oh yeah, the corner down here is real mucked up. It's yeah, wow. I got a 9 on this. That's not bad. That's really not bad. It's a pretty cover. All right, so I'm okay. So I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of happy. I've been waiting. What I sent these in mid-November. They didn't log them in till mid-December, and today is February 2nd. So it took about almost a month and a half for them to grade them. So okay, the fourth issue. This is from September 1998. This is Lisa Rinna, She of the Power Lips, issue number 9 for that year, September 1998. This is a pretty decent looking book. I'm thinking 9.4 is based on what I've got. Yeah, boy. All right. I mean, it's not perfect. It's, this was a really nice book. There's a little spine crease. Just a skosh of a spine crease. But I'm surprised this didn't get a 9.6, but because I think this is a little better than the others. But hey, I'll take that. If I was going to get a bunch of 7 and 8s back, they're totally useless. I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably toss all my other books because nobody will buy the single issues because nobody wants to pay for shipping on eBay. So the only way to make some money on these is to get them graded. So, but they got to be high grades, and it's kind of a reward. I mean, I had to lug these around from place to place over the years, just like my comic books, and they take up space, but I kept them in nice condition, so it's kind of nice. I never thought these would be worth anything until I got on eBay last year and saw like the Donald Trump 1989 issue goes for hundreds of dollars. I don't have that one, but so you never know. And the market sucks now, I think. Based on my sales, the market sucks, but it's going to turn around, and I think it's starting to. So, all right, next issue. This is number 5 of the 7 that I sent in. This is from May 1998. Oh, now this was probably the best conditioned magazine that I sent them. This looked really good. I did press it, I think twice, but it looked really good. This is a stark white cover. This is stark white. May 1998, issue number 5 for that year. This is Ginger Spice of the Spice Girls. Ginger shows her spice rack in this one. Let's see what I got. Are you as good as I remember, baby? Get it on, 'cause tonight is the night when two becomes one. I need some love like I never needed love before. Wanna make love to you, babe. I had a little love, now I'm back for more. Wanna make love to you, baby. Set your spirit free. All right, that was a nice looking book. So that makes sense. The other's 9.4, 9.6. So I'm sure I won't get a 9.8 because that would have been my 9.8, I think. October 1998. This is Cindy Crawford. This is Cindy Crawford, number 10 for that year. This was also a nice looking book. It had some issues. It's a real pretty cover, real pretty purple cover. All right. I don't know if any of these are on eBay right now. So I don't know what these go for. I'll have to set a price and see. Uh, but 9.4 is awesome. That's a really good grade in anything, magazine, comic, whatever. Wow, a lot of 9.4s. Oh man, all right, I'll take it. Okay, and the final issue. We got one issue left to rock this funk, separate the good stuff from the junk. So this is April 1999. This is another white cover, number 4 in the 1999 series. This is Sable of the WWF. I'm not really into the wrestling bit, but this was a really nice looking book and a pretty cover too. So, boo! Return to sender. Address unknown. Mm-mm-mm-mm. No such number. No such zone. Dun 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 dun. Wow. Wow. What did I miss? I looked at all these. Now usually I'll hold off on sending things. I'll let them sit after I press them for a month or two. That's how I handle my comic books. I didn't do that here because I wanted to get some magazines graded. Um, so, because you never know, some of those creases may come back or whatever. You got to be careful. I've seen it happen before. Um, but I have no idea what the problem was with this. This was a nice looking book. Uh, there's a little, there's like a little divot at the top, but that's not a big. That's oh no, it's just nah. That would have brought that. Wow, what was it? If they gave me grader notes, I'll add them to the video. But uh, yikes! Return to sender. Address unknown. All right, that's all I got. I gotta start pressing my comic books again and fit some of these more magazines in. So thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.